strike ang video po na iyan sa record nitong sesyon. Ulitin ko lang po ang sinabi ko last week sa sarili ko namang privilege speech. Ganito na ba kababa ang inaabot ng politika sa Pilipinas? Na hanggang dito sa floor ay magbabatuhan tayo ng putik. Sanay naman tayo sa pakikipagdebate, pagtanggap ng batikos at pagsagot sa mahihirap na tanong. So, hindi ako sensitibo sa puna. Sanay ako dyan. Pero, Madam President, ang pinakita po na video ay fake news. Hindi ko yan pwedeng hayaan kasama ng ating mga kasama na andyan na lang unchallenged. Delivering a privileged speech is not the same as having the privilege to have fake news entered into the official record as if it were evidence. The materials presented made serious claims about the intentions of fellow senators, including allegations about pursuing charter change without presenting proof sufficient to support those conclusions. Kung may alegasyon tungkol sa charter change, ipakita ang boto, panukala o aksyon. Huwag naman hahantong pa, gaya ni sinabi ng kasama natin, sa conspiracy theories. Dear colleagues, we can argue hard without lowering the dignity of this chamber. Last week, nag-privilege speech po ako tungkol sa barilan dito sa Senado. Napakarami pong nagsabing magtatanong sa akin pero wala naman ngayon. At ngayon, may bago na naman pong kwento. Ibang storya na naman po ang gusto ngayong linggo. Nakakahiya na, please. Araw-araw na lang bang ganito? Huwag naman sanang dumating ang araw na wala na tayong mukhang maiharap sa mga Pilipino. At for the record, gaya din ng sinabi ng maraming kasama, malinaw naman ang track record ko na mariin na pagtuto sa charter change at gaya ng sinabi ng mga kasama, wala pong pinag-usapang charter change. Muli, Madam President, for the record, sinusugundahan ko po ang motion. Salamat po, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Risa Ontiveros. May we recognize Senator J.V. Ejercito.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Likewise, may I also put on record that I support the motion of Senator Zubiri that the privilege speech of our colleague be stricken off the records. And Madam President, allow me to explain. Let us not allow this august institution to be used as a platform for disinformation. Fake news is already a serious problem in our country, one that continues to mislead the public, distort important issues, and erode trust in our institutions. Sinisigundahan ko rin ang mga pahayag ng aking pong kasamahan kanina, yung pong Constitutional Assembly, Charter Change or People's Initiative, kailanman hindi namin napag-usapan o kailanman hindi napag-usapan ng lahat dito sa Senado. At siguro kung magbabalik na ho tayo, Madam President, naalala ko po, siguro first time in history that 24 senators came up that rostrum declaring that we are all in unison against People's Initiative, against Charter Change, and against any Constitutional Assembly. So hindi pa ho natin kailanman pinag-uusapan yan kailanman. Precisely, Madam President, we are policymakers. We carry a greater responsibility to uphold the truth and set a higher standard in our public discourse. Madam President, sa atin po, sa akin na lang po, personally, I feel sad about what is happening to our institution lately. And I guess all of us has that duty on what we have to do to bring back that trust, that dignity, this institution has always been remembered. Ibalik natin dapat ang tiwala. Ang taong bayan sa Senado, hindi dapat dagdagan na ito po ay malugmok pa. Ibalik ang tiwala sa Senado. Maraming salamat po, Madam President.
Of that, may we hear the other seconding motions? And I think I've recognized the others in that order. Yes, we take note
Madam President, will
of
you
the
not
objection.
hear why I objected? I
Yes.
need to register the reasons why I objected to the motion.
Madam President, I raised my hands immediately after. So I guess, siguro,
May I-
before hearing the objection of the good gentleman
That is what the
from
chair
Pampanga.
will, actually, that is what the presiding officer will actually say, that we will listen in the order that I mentioned, the seconding motions, and we will likewise listen to the objection so noted by Senator Marcoleta and all the reasons pertaining to the objection, and we will vote on the measure because there is an objection. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I second the motion to strike that of our records, that video presentation presented earlier, Madam President. Because, Madam President, all senators of this chamber, be it the majority, be it the minority, we need respect, or we deserve respect, Madam Chair. We must not tolerate presentation of unparliamentary acts. Yung ating institusyon, Madam Chair, isisirain doon po sa video presentation. Nasisira po yung ating institusyon. And what we're trying to do, Madam Chair or Madam President, instead of trying to regain yung credibility of this Senate, ano na lamang po at babanatan po natin mismo ang ating institusyon. Wala pong iniwan yun, Madam President, na sisirain po natin ang sarili nating tahanan. Mabuti po sana kung facts-based po yung mga iprinisit na kanina. Haka-haka lamang po. Akala ko nga po, fake news yung pinapanood ko, which I believe is fake news, which I believe is just an opinion, an idea of one person or one group, Madam President. So I therefore seconded the motion that that video recording be stricken off the records of the Senate. Thank you, Madam President.
Take note of that. Next is Senator Kiko Pangilinan. We recognize.
Thank you, Mr. President. I likewise support the and second the motion to strike off the record the video, Mr. President. Clearly, disinformation has no place in this chamber, Mr. President. Sowing of intrigues has no place in this plenary hall, Mr. President. Fake news has no place in this plenary hall, Mr. President. And I say this by presenting the facts, Mr. President. This representation was chairman of the Constitutional Amendments Committee from August 12 until May 11. And the records will speak for itself. Sabi nga nila, we should seek the truth from the facts and not from disinformation video propaganda. What are the facts? From August 12 until May 11, Mr. President, the Committee on Constitutional Amendments never held hearings on constitutional change. That in itself is proof, Mr. President, that this haka-haka, this conspiracy to commit or to amend the Constitution for whatever reason, self-serving, term extension, NOEL, etc. These are lies, Mr. President. At least in this plenary hall and in this chamber, the Senate did not entertain charter change under my watch as chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments. For the record, Mr. President, and I support the striking of the record, that it be stricken off the record, Mr. President.
Thank you. We take note of that, Senator Pangilinan. Just for the record, so that it is clear that's Rule 34, Section 93. Acts and language which offend the senator or any public institution shall be deemed unparliamentary. And Section 94, no senator under any circumstances shall use offensive or improper language against another senator or against any public institution, just for the record. We recognize then Senator Sherwin Gatchalian.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, for the record, never ho namin napag-usapan po ang charter change. CONAS, CONCON, People's Initiative, never po lumabas yung pangalan ng charter change sa aming pag-uusap. Nag-uusap po kami tungkol ho kung paano ho natin maiayos ang mga problema ho ng ating bansa. Higit sa lahat, paano ho mabalik ang tiwala ng taong bayan sa ating institusyon. Aminado ho tayo, pag tayo po ay umiikot sa buong Pilipinas, nakakausap po natin ang ating mga constituents, marami hong nagulat, maraming nagalit, at marami hong nadismaya. At ito ay hamon sa ating lahat, hindi lang po sa ating Senate President, kundi sa ating lahat kung paano ho tayo magtutulong-tulong, maibalik po ang dignidad at respeto ng taong bayan sa ating institusyon. Kaya mga kasama, itong mga lumalabas na video na ganito, hindi ho ito nakakatulong. Bagkus, ito rin po ay magkakaroon ng negatibong epekto sa pananaw po ng ating mga kababayan sa institusyon na mahal ho natin ang gusto ho natin protektahan. So with that, Madam President, let me second the motion of Senator Miguel Zubiri, invoking Section 93 of our rules, acts, and language which offend a senator or any public institution shall be deemed unparliamentary. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. Let me just also note that maintaining and restoring the dignity of the institution, the Senate as an institution, is not a monopoly of a few in this institution. I believe that each and every one of us in this institution wishes to maintain the dignity. And all of us, to the best of our ability, whenever we are in plenary or in hearings or even outside our premises, are bound to that. Thank you. Senator Ping Lacson, please.
Thank you, Madam President. My name was mentioned by the distinguished minority leader, and I confirm that I witnessed a portion of their conversation. I think present during that discussion, of course, the minority leader, Speaker Boji D.
There has been an objection by Senator Rodante Marcoleta. May we hear the reasons for the objection?
Madam President, before I start, I would like to I'd like to be sure if our colleague, Senator Lito Lapid, will also stand to second the motion.
Oh, I mentioned that all the members of the minority. I failed to mention Senator Lito Lapid. I am sure that the good senator from Pampanga would like to associate himself with the motion of Senator Zubiri. Okay.
Madam President,
Proceed.
I got his word. He is not seconding the motion of my amiable friend, the former Majority Leader, Senator Mig Zubiri. Madam President, the motion was premised on Section 93 of the Senate Rules. May I read this again, Madam President? Acts and language which offend a senator or any public institution shall be deemed unparliamentary. Madam President, I have not heard any word from Senator Jaime Marcos that offended the sensibilities of our counterparts in the minority. I think what is being objected to, Madam President, which is not covered by the rules, are the videos that were presented during or before her speech. Pwede ko bang malaman, Madam President, kung yung pinay-strike out, kasama po yung video na nakita natin na kung saan ay nagsasalita ang ating kasama, Senator Risa Ontiveros. Kasi po sinabi niya, while BP Sara is in power, the threat of a full-blown Duterte comeback is still a very real and present danger. Sa akin po, walang problema yun. Opinion niya yun eh. And we have to respect that opinion. Yan po ba'y pinaalis natin? Gusto ko lang pong malaman, isa-isahin natin. Pangalawa po, nakita ko rin po yung sarili ko. Kasi po, ako'y naanyayahan sa isang television program, tinanong lang po ako, totoo po bang merong connection yung coup? Kasi po, ang tawag coup eh, hindi naman po coup, karaniwan nangyayari po sa buhay ng Senado yun eh. Palitan talaga yan. Maraming beses na po yan. Ang sabi ko po, kasi kinukonekta daw nila sa impeachment. Sabi ko, hindi po siguro. Sabi ko, dahil sa ngayon, 12 kami. Hindi naman kinakailangan naming mag-coup para lamang i-prostrate natin yung impeachment. Palagay ko po, hindi. Yung po bang opinion ko na yun, tatanggalin? Gusto ko lang po malaman. Kasi po, meron pa po nga sinabi, Jaime, sinungaling. Meron din po nagsabing gano'n eh. Ang ibig ko po sabihin, Madam President, ngayon po nakita natin the vibrancy of democracy in this chamber. Isa-isa po silang nagsalita lahat. Nabigyan ng pagkakataong ipaliwanag ang kanilang panig. Hindi po ba maganda ngayon na nakita ng taong bayan, nagamit nga lang po yung kanyang presentation, pero naging daan para mapakinggan ng buong mamamayan. At sila na po ang final arbiter, Madam President. Ako nga po eh. Ako nga po. Kailan lang nag-privilege speech ang isa sa atin dito. Habang nagsasalita siya, pinadaan niya ang isang slide na merong isang papel, na merong takip, at pagkatapos merong nakasulat, care of Congressman Marcoleta, 500. Isang kapirasong papel na tinakpan. Nung hindi pinatos ng media, kinabukasan, nagpa-interview siya, hindi minsan, 2 beses, para lamang ipangalandakan ang importansya ng papel na may takip at merong nakasulat, care of Kong Marcoleta, 500. Nagsalita po siya sa media 2 beses at paiimbestiga raw ako sa ombudsman. Dahil po ba sa media nangyari yon at hindi dito? May diferensya po ba? Wala. Walang diferensya yun. Pareho lang yun. Napakasensitibo natin sa ibang banda. Pero hindi natin nakikita ang ginagawa natin. On the other hand, bakit po hindi nasasagot hanggang ngayon yung tanong ni Senador Risa? Bakit po tayo nagkaganito ngayon, Madam President? Kasi po, napigilan lang akong magtanong. Ngayon ko na po alam po ba ninyo kung bakit tayo nagkaganito, Madam President? Kasi po matagal ko nang sinasabi, 9 na buwan na po ang nakararaan, ngunit ayaw nating ituloy ang pag-iimbestiga sa flood control scandal. Isang pinakamalaking nakawan sa ating bansa. Parang ninakawan ng isang pamilya sa tanghaling tapat at ang mga magnanakaw ay hindi nakamaskara. Nakakurbata lahat. Nakabarong Tagalog. Paano hindi masisira ang kumpiyansa ng mamamayan kapag tinalikuran natin ang ganong pananagutan? Ano pong sinabi pa sa akin? Imbes na sagutin nila yung privilege speech ko noon, na sa pamimilit ko na, eto pong tungkulin natin eh. Naging PNP chief kayo. Ako po'y humanga sa inyo noon. Hindi ko na ikukwento ang lahat ng ito. Bakit ngayon, bakit hindi natin gawin lahat yon? Alang-alang sa interes ng bayan. Kaya po tayo sumadsad ngayon dahil yung pananagutan na yun, pinipilit po nating pigilin. Ang dami po nating pinagtatakpan. Tumayo siya, imbes na sagutin niya ang aking sinasabi. Ano po sinabi niya? Kung ano-ano po sinabi, nagpalabas din po siya ng napakaraming video na kinakampihan ko si Diskaya, nag-blah-blah-blah, na ang asawa ko raw ay independent na ganito. Lahat po. Pati yung tayo ko sa Congress noon, na sinasansala ko yung mga kasama ko because ngayon ko lang nakita ang Vice President, nagpipresent siya ng budget for 2025. Inaaglahi siya sa budget 2022 and 2023. Yung mga ganun po. Bakit po ngayon biglang nagbago ang kulay natin? Bakit po ganyan tayo ngayon? Bakit po napakababa? Siguro po, kung may pagkakataon tayo, maring bukas o kamakalawa, makikita po ninyo yung complete video yung nangyari nung Lunes, May 11, 2026. Kung paano, alas 7 pa lang ng umaga, nandito na yung tropa ng NBI na nakipag-coordinate sa opisina ng OSAA. Sapagkat balak pala nilang hulihin ang isang senador. Hindi po ba? Nagkaroon na po ng admission. Tinanong ko pa nga yung ating former SP kung nakita niya yung warrant of arrest. Pinakita ba sa'yo? Sabi naman niya, hindi. Naniwala po ako ron. Ngunit bakit sinabi niya, mag-coordinate kayo sa OSAA? Alam po ba niyo, Madam President, kung ako po ang Senate President, kaya ko lang naman ginagawang halimbawa ito, Madam President, dahil hindi naman po ako magiging Senate President. Kung ako lang, hindi ko papayagan yon, Madam President. Bakit po? Respeto na lang sa premises ng institusyon na ito. Gawin niyo ang gusto niyong gawin. Huwag dito. Nakikiusap ako. Utang na loob. Huwag dito. I will do that. Pero ano po nangyari? And the rest is history. Hinabol po ng hinabol. Kamuntik na pong nahulog sa hagdanan ng Senator Bato. Ganun po ba ang pagtrato sa isang senador? Sinasagot ko po yung tanong, bakit po tayo nagkaganito? Isipin po ninyo, bakit hindi kayo magsimula doon? Meron po bang isa sa mga minority counterparts natin ngayon, Madam President? Meron po bang isa na sumama sa akin nung ako'y nagsasalita na parang si John the Baptist, ako na lang ang isang nagsasalita. Ituloy natin ang investigasyon. Meron po ba silang lakas ng loob na samahan ako? Madam President? Wala po. That's why I'm objecting to the motion. Wag po tayong balat sibuyas. Wag po tayong balat sibuyas. Salamat po, Madam President.
Yes, thank you very much. That is noted, Senator.